All right. Here we finally are with the video you guys have been asking for. Animated Heroes Top 10 Action Figures of 2024. Now, I know I'm bringing this video to you guys in 2025. I needed some days to get this together, man. I really did, because I did a look back of everything that released in 2024, and I was like, oh my God, like, this year seems like it's going to be, or it was basically way more difficult for me to construct this video and make the choices for this video than it was in 2023. And to be honest, I still don't have everything that I might have wanted to include in this video. And if you watch my action figure unboxing, the most recent one, you'll know there's figures I wanted to get my hands on, but I just wasn't able to secure those pre-orders, so I don't have them, and they are potential figures that could have been in this video, which of course, when I do finally get around to reviewing them, if they are figures I deem worthy of being added to this list, I'll say what I'm going to take off in that video, and then I'll replace it with whatever figure I'm reviewing that I think needs to be in that spot. So yeah, but guys, man, oh my gosh, this was tough. So for the most part, the majority of the figures we're going to discuss today are in no particular order in terms of how much I love them, because I absolutely enjoy every single figure that I'm going to discuss in this video today. I had to throw them somewhere on the list. So don't think that one is better than the other unless I say that one is better than the other. But anyway, I've wasted enough time. I'm going to try to run through the figures pretty quick, just because for the most part, I'm going to be saying the same thing over: good articulation, great accessories, etc., etc. But yeah, you guys know how all of my videos work. Go ahead and drop a like for your boy, as I would greatly appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, or you're new here, and let's get started in 2025 with some 2024 action figures. Coming in at number 10 is an interesting one. Normally, I don't add bootlegs to the list, but when it comes to this figure in particular, I definitely deem it worthy of being added in most people's top 10s, because this is something that we have been waiting on from Tamashii Nations for so long that many of us had to crack and just go ahead and cop a bootleg. And so it is going to be none other than the Adolescent Malevolence by Tonsen Arts, or basically Kid Buu. This is a figure that you will never be able to explain to me why Tamashii Nations has not released yet. Like, it makes no sense why we don't have this figure in our collection. And when it comes to the delivery of this figure, Tonsen Arts made sure that they gave us every single thing we wanted. Not only did they release an anime and a manga version with accurate coloring, the hands and sculpts are all correct, but they did give us so many facial expressions that are keen to Kid Buu that I feel like Tamashii Nations might skip out on. I highly doubt they would ever make a Build-A-Figure Kid Buu, because there's no way they would drop an SH Figuarts Kid Buu figure and give us as many accessories as Tonsen Arts did for the price that they gave it to us for. And when they do drop it, I would not be surprised if it is an underwhelming premium Bandai figure. I hope I'm wrong on that, but sometimes we all know how Tamashii Nations works. And so this right here, definitely worthy of being added to the list. I've had so much fun with this figure, and I feel like I'm going to continue doing so. Now, number 9 is one I know many of you guys probably weren't expecting, but I had to put it on here, man. It is none other than the SH Figuarts Bleach 1000-Year Blood War Dual Zangetsu Ichigo Kurosaki, man. This figure is rizzed up from the head down to the ankles, not the toes because he's wearing sandals. But yo, this figure is hey, bro, and y'all know I'm not even big on Bleach like that. So if I enjoy this, and I don't really know much about Bleach, because I'm not going to say I dislike it, I'm just not caught up, it's a fire figure, yo. Tamashii Nations went all in on this thing. And truly, I feel like they've been doing that with a lot of the Bleach figures, every one of them to be exact. But I know some of y'all been sleeping on them, but this ain't the one, bro. This ain't the one to sleep on. If you don't have this guy and you like Bleach, you're tripping, bro. You need to add this to your collection. Now, I know many Bleach fans have a particular look for every character that they want. Some people want the early look. Some people are okay with the current looks. I don't care, man, because I don't know much about these characters anyway. I just got this thing. It was rizzed out. It was great in terms of articulation, accessories. He came with effect parts, which is what a lot of people ask for. This is the full package for a Bleach figure, and that's why he's on the list. Now, number 8 is one that made the list for a different reason. While I do really love One Piece and the character of Monkey D. Luffy, I had to add this guy to the list because I'm just happy to have this in my collection. In case you guys didn't watch my review of this figure, One Piece is what started me collecting SH Figuarts, and my very first SH Figuarts was the SH Figuarts Monkey D. Luffy, and so getting this in hand, this new Romance Dawn version, it was just like a burst of nostalgia. It almost reawakened the collecting aura within me, and so once I got this, I knew it was going to make the list immediately, not because of the fact that it's a great figure, which it is, that comes with several accessories, and he's really good at posing, so much better than the Wano version. They fixed all of those issues, which is yet another reason I feel like it deserved a spot on the list. It's just the fact that this figure makes me happy to own, man. The first Monkey D. Luffy SH Figuarts was such a disaster. And at the time, I mean, I kind of thought it was a good figure. But at this point, we all know figures like that are dated. This corrects everything, and it does it in such a beautiful way. And then with the added DLC from all the other Luffy figures they've released and just other One Piece figures in general that add to it, I just feel like it makes this figure worth it. And so yes, this had to make the list. Coming in at number 7, let's not even be delusional, man. We already knew this figure was going to make the list. It is the SH Figuarts Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba Tanjiro Kamado. Like, this just had to make the list. And if you watch my review, y'all should have known the moment that I did the articulation this figure was going to make the list. It just had to, man. Like, this figure just had to make the list. Like, I shouldn't have to explain why. But in case you don't know anything about this figure, $35, comes with loads of accessories, loads of detail, 10 out of 10 articulation, 10 out of 10 sculpt, 10 out of 10 paint. This thing is just solid. This was the absolute perfect way to start the Demon Slayer line. Nezuko, yeah. Giyu, yeah. Rengoku looking like it's gonna be, yeah. But this guy right here is him, bro. This figure is Himothy, y'all. Y'all have no idea. My only gripe with this figure is I feel like Tamashii Nations purposely scaled him bigger so that you can't put him next to the Figmas or the Buzz mods. You have to collect the SH Figuarts in order to keep them in scale with each other. I swear they did that on purpose, yo, because this figure is way bigger than it needs to be. But other than that, absolute perfection. Mwah. Coming in at number 6, y'all already knew something from the Naruto line was gonna make this video, bro. Don't even act surprised. I was just confused on which one it was gonna be. And funny enough, I still ended up coming up with 2 of them. Y'all might already know what the next one's gonna be, but we'll get to that when we get to it. Right now, we have the SH Figuarts Naruto Top 99 Minato Namikaze. I had so much fun with this figure the moment I pulled it out of the packaging. And while it's not accurate to the anime colors, that don't even bother me, yo. Like, this thing is so much fun. I don't give a damn about that, man. I do wish they would have gone with a soft goods cloak for him. I truly feel like that would have brought out the essence of this figure, but I'm okay with it not being. If they want to stick with plastic, I'm fine with it. I just wish they had hinges so that you could pose the jacket up or down. The only issue I have with this figure is that you can't get the jacket to sit flush. Other than that, this thing, in my opinion, is an absolute masterpiece, yo. Hopefully when they do release the regular version, though, they do go with soft goods. They could completely reuse this sculpt and just give him some new facial expressions or something. Or they could give us the reanimated version and then just make it to where we can interchange the parts between this and that, and it would be solid, yo. It would be absolutely solid. But yes, this guy had to make the list. Now, coming in at number 5 is 4 figures, and I can do that because they all came in the same package. It is none other than the Sonic 4-pack of Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and Shadow. I know y'all didn't think we were sleeping on Jakks. We not sleeping on Jakks, y'all. Come on now. And don't even ask me why these made the list, because for one, impeccable articulation for 5-inch Sonic figures. But if that's not enough, don't play with me, bro. Don't play with me, bro. That's why they made the list right there, bro. This 4-pack was absolute heat. And y'all know I love me some Sonic, which is exactly why they had to make the list. Now, in case y'all didn't hear me the first time I said it, I'll say it again. We not sleeping on Jakks. We not sleeping on Jakks, bro. Coming in at number 4 is the Sonic the Hedgehog 3 2-pack, Super Sonic and Super Shadow. It is amazing what a simple repaint can do. And the articulation, as I said, is impeccable. But if y'all really want to know why these made the list, we not sleeping on Jakks, y'all. This is heat. And that's why they made the list. I don't need to explain anything else. This movie, 10 out of 10. Best movie of 2024. And these figures had to make the list of best figures. And I mean that including the other 4 that we just discussed. Now I'm going to keep it real with y'all. Getting down to the top 3, it was difficult to place these. I know I said that I'm not ranking these in order of favorites, but it's going to be some favoritism in every video. So number 3, the figure that made me get back into a line that I said I was done collecting, Medicom Toy Daredevil. Y'all, I don't even know what to say. This figure is so heat from head to toe, man. I had sold all of my Mafex figures. I was like, I'm done because it's just too much to collect on top of all the SH Figuarts and everything else that I collect. I was like, I don't need to have superheroes in my collection. I can deal with a definitive Batman and I'll go with that. But I had this figure on pre-order already, and when I got it in hand, it was like Medicom had called me through my phone and they were like, stupid, you fool. You thought we were finished. And now here I am. I've already bought like 3 or 4 of my figures back, and I still got like 3 or 4 Mafex figures on pre-order. This thing right here, bro. Look, this is how serious I was about this figure. The first one that I bought, as soon as I got it in hand and I pulled it out of the packaging, I immediately knew I needed to get 2 more. And so what did I do? I searched the internet far and wide through its vastness, and I tracked them down for a decent price. Not retail, definitely more than retail, because this guy sold out everywhere. But I got 2 more, and I couldn't be happier with myself. Guys, if you like Daredevil, I know this is an anime channel, but if you guys like Daredevil, track this thing down as soon as possible. If you just want to experience a good action figure, track this guy down as soon as possible. This thing is perfect from head to toe. Accessories, articulation, plastic quality, the overall look, the sculpt, the detail. Hasbro could never. I'm sorry to my Hasbro fans. They could never. This figure is him. Now, coming in at number 2 is one that genuinely makes me sad, bro, because I couldn't put him at number 1. And I feel like that because I'm pretty sure when I reviewed this figure initially, I said from the jump, oh yeah, this is going to be number 1 on my list. And then I ended up getting surprised by another announcement, which is going to be number 1, which we'll see in just a second. But this Naruto, man, this is a breathtaking action figure. This figure right here just really goes to show that Tamashii Nations, when they want to do it, they can do it. When they want to go all the way, they can go all the way. Because I really had some high expectations for this figure. And not only did they meet them, they surpassed them. This thing here is just looking at it right now is getting me excited. Yo, I just want to pose this guy around like crazy, man, which I did do a lot of. But this thing is just a masterpiece. From the overall look of the figure, the accessories, the articulation, the same crap that I have been repeating for the last, 2-3 figures I've discussed. This figure does just as good. But you all know that the Naruto line has been so heat since the re-release of it or the restarting of it. This figure, absolutely no exception. If you don't have it and you love Naruto, track it down. This is worth every single penny you could pay for it. And I will scream that until my lungs don't work anymore. Coming in at number 1, because I just couldn't see it any other way, it is none other than the SH Figuarts Yu Yu Hakusho. Greatness! Yusuke Urameshi, y'all. This right here is my holy grail of 2024. And honestly, one of the biggest grails of my collection just overall. I know this was a regular release. I know this isn't difficult to get your hands on. I know that Tamashii Nations has probably put a lot more work into other figures when it comes to designing them and everything else. But when it comes to Yu Yu Hakusho, that's me, bro. That's me. I have been asking for this so long, man. I even tried out Dawson Model, didn't work. One Shot Toys, didn't work. But when I pulled this out of the packaging, you guys have no idea how amazing I felt, especially after it turned out to be such a good figure, yo. I feel like this thing is so slept on, and it's because so many people don't know the greatness that is Yu Yu Hakusho. If you have never watched this anime, stop kidding yourself, bro. Do yourself a favor and go watch this. If you like Hunter x Hunter, because I know there's some Hunter x Hunter fans in here, go watch Yu Yu Hakusho. It's better. I said that and I'm not arguing it. It's better. And if they make a Hiei, I don't care who they make from this line, yo. Just please, Tamashii, announce more characters, yo. I need Kuwabara. I need Hiei, of course, the GOAT. I need Kurama. I need Genkai. We already got Toguro. I need the other forms of Toguro. I need Jin, the Windmaster. I need, the list goes on and on and on. Botan, like Keiko. What? Come on, man. Number 1, easily. I didn't even have to think. This is my grail. And just like that, there you guys have it. My top 10 action figures of 2024. This video ended up being much longer than I wanted it to, so I'm going to just show my honorable mentions in a photo collage or something like that. I'll throw it up on the screen. I'll probably have it showcasing while I do this voiceover. Not entirely sure how that's gonna go, but yeah, I'm gonna have it somewhere on screen for you guys to see. But man, you guys, this video was so difficult for me to put together. Like, there were so many figures that I picked up and then put down because I was like, no, I do like this a little bit better than this, but then I like this better than that also. And this took me way longer to make than I wanted it to. And like I said at the beginning of the video, there are still figures I expect to potentially be added to this list. I could have easily did a top 20 figures, but then that video just would have been too long. And I think it would have defeated the purpose of the video being a top 10, which the majority of collectors are doing. And then I wouldn't want to burn you guys out on, well, dang, there's another one. And he's saying the same thing he said about the last figure, because that's pretty much what these videos are essentially. Anyway, you're explaining why you like an action figure, and you're explaining how good it looks, the accessories that it comes with, the detail, the articulation, all that good stuff. It's basically a wash, rinse, repeat type of thing. So yeah, but overall, great year, man. 2024 was a very solid year for action figures, and it's looking like 2025 is going to be the same way, man. I feel like it's just going to get harder and harder every year to compile these lists, but thankfully, it's a fun thing to do. Now, before we get out of here, I do want you guys to go right to that comment section and tell me what figures you would have on your top 10 list. If you don't want to do 10, do 5. You don't want to do 5, just comment your number 1 and comment anything that you feel like commenting, man. I try to read and respond to everything. I definitely read it all. Sometimes I can't respond to it all, but I do try. So yeah, again, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If so, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, as that always helps me out. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Make sure you hit that bell icon so you're notified whenever I upload new content. And last but not least, follow me on everything you see listed in the description below to keep up with my activity outside of YouTube. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Stay safe wherever you are, and let's keep it going with 2025, baby.